Okay, trying something new. Don't know if the audio's working. Don't know if anything's working. We'll figure it out. Definitely feel like mic is too loud. Hello, Melissa. What's up? Oh, the shaky cam. So, unfortunately, painting this guy, I love the color. And I would leave it this sort of desaturated, kind of like dead looking head thing because I actually really do like the way that it's looking. The problem is that he's not a standalone piece if it ever focuses. Um, which it doesn't want to focus. Well, whatever. It'll focus at some point. But he's not a standalone piece. He has to go with this. Um, and she's very bright and vibrant, and he's kind of grim dark. I mean, she's not done fully, so I might bring her colors down a little bit, but it just feels a little out of place, like the tonality or the volumes or whatever. I don't know. It just doesn't look okay in my mind. So we'll start working on some highlights here, trying to bring some of this red back. Maybe not too much red. Oh, it's already too much red. Add some more of the purple here. See if we can bring it down a little bit. Shaky cam, shaky cam. Again, I don't want him to be too bright to where he draws like all the attention away from her type deal, but I do need him to be a little bit more. Oh, I hate it. I was loving like the burgundy color. Maybe we'll just do like little highlights. We'll look up a scale, see how I feel about it. Worst case scenario, I'll just paint over it. Won't paint over the whole thing, but just got to bring his colors up a little bit because he was looking too Too muted. I think. I might just be ruining it now because I really liked where it was going, but I don't know. Torn. Torn, torn, torn. Okay, sorry. Had to say hi to the wife. Really like the look of those paints. It gives a nice finish. Yeah, I mean they're not anything special. I think honestly, you might just need to uh, get new paints. I think maybe yours are just old paints. Okay, so a slight difference on the red, a little bit redder. Again, you guys can't really tell. It dries darker, which is nice than what it looks like it's applied. Jeez, this camera. Oh, this will never focus. Let's get like really close. There it goes. Okay. So you kind of see the difference in these back scales. So trying to bring a little bit more red to it so it doesn't look as desaturated. And again, I wouldn't do this normally. I really like the way that I was looking, like this sort of wine red color. But the problem is just the other minis that go with it. They're too bright. So when I put her in front of this, it just looks out of place. So unfortunately, now I need to make him more bright, more bright. Proper English. He needs to be brighter, so it looks like he belongs in the piece. You got an idea for my colors? Are you talking about my ghouls or this thing? Oh, what's up? So
She
make
stands out
her,
more.
give her an OSL,
I guess I don't know what that means.
object source lighting, like she's kind of
Yeah,
glowing.
that could be cool. You could also dim her out by putting like magenta purples in there or blacks if you wanted to, like you had originally planned. I don't think that the pink stands out too much with the colors that you have as much as you think they do. The purple definitely, but I mean, I don't think it's bad for her to stand out. Just,
Yeah, I mean, I don't want him like super bright because I still want to maintain so like this it's dead.
yeah.
Maybe not like super recently killed, just kind of recently killed, and the color is starting to fade from the body. But he does need to be brightened up a little bit. Just a little bit.
Is my music fine with the door closed?
Your music should be fine, I guess. I don't know. I have to glaze some of this in here. Let's see. It's like this. So I'm trying to just pick out some of these areas here where we may or may not could some light. I don't know. Just the ridges. It's gonna be kind of like messy with this in a way, like not super precise. Just do a little stippling on it. Just want to get the appearance of kind of like a little bit of brighter color. I don't want it to be. Summer break's been okay. A little boring, honestly. I was really excited to not have anything to do for like the first 3 days, and then it quickly set in that we had nothing to do. Having a little bit of like motivational issue. I'm like, oh, maybe I'll just get a bunch of stuff painted for the new army, the new edition. And I just kind of keep looking at it like, not really sure how I want to paint it or what to do with it. So I just haven't done anything with it. And then Becca's getting a little cabin feverish. So I think that's why she's like planning a bunch of hangouts with people. I think you guys are invited to come over Friday. No, Sunday. Sometime this weekend to watch Serenity. Like the Firefly finale. So she's excited about that. But good. I mean, it's good. Took every summer. Maybe I should have gone brighter. It doesn't even look like I'm making a difference here. We'll just keep layering, boys. We'll eventually hit something we like. And then we'll use purple for our shadows. It's kind of good, not really. Yeah, I should probably be working on stuff for the channel. Like I started recording a video. It just became such a hassle of like the camera setup and like getting the camera in the right position and this and that. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I looked into that thing that you showed me, like the overhead rig, and then I was seeing like what else I would need to get to make my camera like basically hold on to it, or like what clamps I would need to get the angle that I'm looking for. Because I have like a pretty, the camera I mostly use for filming is this thing. I do have a DSLR, but it's like I use that. This one's just better to a degree because like the zoom is really good, and the autofocus feature is pretty good on it. But to like get that in the right angle on, it does look like those older cameras, right? It's not like super old, but it definitely has that old camera style. It shoots in 4K, which is nice. So I can like really zoom in like in post or like when I'm editing and do a bunch of stuff, but it's just getting it to set up correctly. So yeah. That looks like my grandpa's camera. Yeah, it has the stuff for like attachments and whatnot. I also have a like so I have a Nikon DSLR, and then I have a Mark IV DSLR, which would be like also easier to guess to mount. It's just me being lazy, really, and not wanting to spend more money on like a rig or something. So now we're using my super awesome shitty webcam. I love my new mount, honestly. Having it is a huge demotivator. Like every time I have to set it up, I have to get a tripod and get really creative with how I set up the tripod to like get a right angle or like do something with it, which just makes it so annoying. It honestly kind of kills the whole like vibe because then I'll shoot something and then I have to like readjust and like it doesn't let you get in a painting groove. Have you had an opportunity to start recording for the video? Introduce on the new version. Oh yeah, yeah. I wanted to put together something for now that all the previews for all the death armies have been announced. I wanted to put like one of those PowerPoint videos where I talk about all the changes for the death armies. Okay. I got a video on the black coach. Nice, nice. I love the scheme of that army. I think it's coming together really, really well. Like, you're doing a great job. I think the most enjoyable part of this diorama so far has just been this dragon head. I haven't really been enjoying or I didn't really enjoy the demon lady too much. So I'm taking a break from her. Just don't feel like painting her anymore. I'll get back to it eventually and finish it up, but so far I'm really liking this guy. Um, so here, he looks out of place. I'm gonna have to. That's why I have to like increase the colors, and I'm probably gonna end up having to make him like bright red, so it kind of matches. You can see it. So he by himself, I think, look. I don't even know where the camera is. There it is. By himself, he looks sick, but I just went so freaking bright. Yeah. So maybe what I'll end up doing is, making him brighter than I want him to be, and then hit him with like, I don't know, like a purple glaze or purple tone wash or something purple cold-ish. I just don't want to mess with her anymore. I'm so tired of her. I don't even want to look at her and her perfectly sculpted butt. That's what she did. She lured Jeff in with her butt, and then Jeff convinced all of us that this was a good idea. And we're all like, "Yeah, bro." I think if anything, what I might end up doing is maybe streaming more, and it's not because I necessarily love streaming, but because it's a way it kind of holds me hostage to actually be having to actively paint during this time, as opposed to being like, oh, a YouTube video, let me get distracted and not paint anything. So if I'm here for like an hour, at least I'm actively painting for an hour. Got to give that viewers that high octane painting they're looking for. that is not part of the model. That is a... I missed a... Missed a little sprue there. I hit the camera, it's gonna shake. Oh no. Oh no. What's up, Richard? Just Juneteenth, my friend. Hmm. Here, Richard, you'll like this. There you go. It's just for you. Little perfectly sculpted butt. God, it's still so bright. Okay, it's fine. We'll just keep making it more red. Brighter. It'll be fluorescent by the time I'm done with it. Like, throw some Evil Sun Scarlet on it. Maybe that'll help bring it up. Yep. Too bright. Right, here we go. No turning back. I guess the good thing is that red is such a translucent pigment. It's not going to just be like a massive stark difference right off the bat. It'll take a couple passes, so it might just naturally blend itself in and not be super terrible. Right? That's what we're going to tell ourselves. Is it true? Who knows? I have to stream music and then music. Oh, you can hear Becca's music. I'll have to let her know that. It's not looking terrible, guys. It's, you know, it's looking okay. It could be much worse. They look like dragon. They do be looking like a dragon. You're right on that. Sorry if you guys can see like the how close. Okay. Starting to pick up a little bit more definition on the scales around this part here. The light makes it really hard to see. I think if we can get them the tan color, like this color, right? The this yellowish sandy color. Yeah, I think you're right. Like a plum color. Mm. I was actually make like the dragon been chugging wine and its lips are all stained. It's got a purple tongue. Purple tongue there. I think you're right. I think the sandy, like beige colors or whatever it's called, not a good fit there. I was kind of debating making it like not the sandy yellow. Sorry, my brain, but like more like this. grayish white or like off gray type color, just making it lighter. But I could try to mix in a little bit of like pink and then make this just like transition into like a very, very light pink, kind of like similar to her skin tone. I don't know. I just feel like I like this standalone so much better, like just the head by itself, um, than the model put together. Can we just paint the head? Can we just get rid of the demon lady, and then just we can all just paint the dragon head? Keep touching the spikes with the brush tip. Mess up the brush tip. I think my music died. Doesn't matter. Becca had me covered in the back. Her music. Speak to yeah. I think she is yelling "Speak to me." Damn, that's you're picking up everything. Holy shit. Is my like music super low, and is hers just super loud? Am I coming out like super loud? Am I like blowing your ears off with the mic? What's weird is your voice is sometimes super low. Oh, let's see if I can fix it. Okay, how about now? Now it's gonna be super loud. It's normal. Okay. Can you still hear the music? A little bit, but less than before, right? Okay, whatever. As long as it's, it's a scuff streaming. Okay, let's fix it, you guys. Let's get rid of this yellow. And we'll, we have to look at colors that complement magenta. You can also just look at like a red dragon. Freeze. Just sucks. Red dragons all have that stupid like yellow white underbelly. Okay. Probably we're gonna regret doing this. So he's gonna go there. And then she's gonna go there. So something like this. It doesn't look okay. It doesn't look terrible. I still think that the yellow maybe needs to be brought down a little bit, and I hate to say it, but I think the red needs to be brighter. Because she definitely stands out a little too weird. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's blurry. But just trying to make it so the contrast of the red would kind of augment the purple a little bit. It just went so bright on it. I mean, she's not done either. And there's also this idiot. It goes wrapped around her. How does he even go? This one goes here, right? And it goes back there. Something like that. Show slot into place. Okay, so maybe You guys can kind of see that. Oh shit! It all fell apart. So maybe it will make more sense once this guy's painted in. If I can get him to be like a bridge between the head they've murdered and her. Because he'll be kind of purpley. He has to be, right? So it doesn't look too mismatchy. So I'm just looking at it so I can get an idea of the composition. I don't know if I move the camera if it's gonna be like you guys can see it a little better. At all. Okay, hold on. Ooh. Something like this. Can't even see it. Okay. There you go. Something like that. Okay. Your thumbnail went active the second you dropped it. I was like, oh. Yeah. They're unstable. Just kind of trying to figure out how the colors are working together. They're gonna fall again. All right. So I think if we're looking at it like that when it's all put together, it doesn't look too terrible. I agree with Melissa. I think the yellow is definitely throwing it off somehow. So maybe I have to bring that down. Or just commit to it and then maybe do like purple in the shadows. And that might tie it in somehow. And then this guy, the little dragon behind him, he's gonna have to work as some type of bridge between them. Could also incorporate red into her to tie it in. So maybe have her legs transition from purple to red. And like have her arms transition so they're red at the very end. That could be a little thing that I can work on. So use the same color, like that dark red purple mix. We need the wife's opinion. Let's summon the wife. It's out of focus, you guys. I'm sorry. I don't know if I can get it to focus if I move it closer.
Do you need a background?
Maybe. If I hold my hand, you think? Oh, there we go. It focused. We'll leave it there for now. Just super bright. Okay. I think the yellow is clashing with the purple. No? What do you think about the red with it? Is it too...
I think the red looks cool.
You don't think it's out of place? I had an idea.
You don't want it to be too matchy-matchy, like everything matching. The dragon head should look different than her.
Okay, so you think keep the yellow?
Yeah,
like kind of where it's
fine.
at? Yeah. Okay. I had an idea of having her limbs, so like from her leg, transition towards the bottom to be kind of like the reddish, like not this bright red, but like the purple red
A
mixture.
magenta one.
Do you think that that would like kind of tie it a little bit closer together, or should I just keep it like no, that's him and she's her, and then I feel like this little guy, because it's like her pet, he's gonna have to be something similar to her. Not necessarily.
No,
What do you think?
they're different creatures. It's okay for you to have fun with it. Do different colors. You just use complementary colors or colors that are in the same palette that you know look good together. I think that's the problem is you.
So I thought red and
Mhm.
like yellow would kind of offset the purple and pink, like provide like a contrast. Isn't like yellow the opposite of purple? Or am I fucking dumb? I could be
No,
dumb.
it is.
I need a color
it's
wheel.
opposing, but not in
I need a
shades,
color wheel,
my love.
please.
Shades change everything. The shade of the color that you pick changes it all.
It might be a temperature problem.
That's what I'm saying. Tones.
Tones.
Cool tones, warm tones.
I know she's cool, right? And he's
Warm.
warm.
Yeah.
But that's I thought it was gonna be like, ooh, contrasty.
No, you don't tones. You don't contrast tones. You contrast colors in the same tone.
This is why I'm terrible at mini
But
painting.
you don't. You don't want to change your ways, so I don't know what to tell you.
How do I make it cool now?
You don't make him. You can't make warm cool.
I can't make warm cool.
You can try to make cool warm, but you can't make warm cool.
Oh. Okay. We can fix it. If anybody has a suggestion, let me know. But how would you give me your honest opinion? Like,
I'm gonna say
is it
for
dog
the
shit?
17th time, you can put a magenta in there, a warm purple on there. I don't know how many times I've told you though. You don't want to listen to me.
Isn't she bro?
No.
Am I dumb? She's not magenta.
No, magenta is like warm red pink. You
Okay,
see?
initially he was magenta.
She's like that's like a deep plum purple, and then some of the pinks, like the pink is like fleshy, like blush tone, and then you have magenta up in the wings.
Okay, so like
burgundy.
Burgundy. Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying? The
Yes.
purple, the plum is a super cold purple. And the pink that you chose can be made warm. It's just the purple that it's freaking you out.
So if I
because
give
the
her a
purple's
magenta like glaze, you think if I make her skin warmer?
her skin is fine. It's the purple that's throwing you off. Purple's cold. Cold purple.
Okay.
There's no warmth in plum.
All right. Any
Now-
suggestions for the little dragon? What if I make him magenta?
I mean, you could do that and hope that they kind of go together. But I feel like you're going to hate it because it's going to be too pink.
She looks a little dead flesh. I don't know if the camera. You have to give the camera a little bit of a leeway here, guys.
Yeah, it's much brighter. It doesn't look like that in real life.
It does not look like that in real life. I don't know if it's also like a lighting issue, like too much light. Let's turn off some of the painting.
Whoa.
Ooh. Did that even do anything?
Well, it's going to take a second. I think that's closer to what we see.
Listen to your lady, my friend. Lol. Okay, I think this is closer to what it actually is. So then do put in magenta. Okay.
Who's on there? Hi, people.
I have no idea who ICU is.
Sorry, I see you.
And I have no idea who Silver Scratch Built Productions.
What up?
But Richard is
Fam.
Richard, and then Melissa was here earlier.
Everyone is fam. Thank you for watching.
Okay. So we need magenta.
I'm going to look up a color wheel that has a red and a purple and see what color will look good.
I should probably just print out a color wheel and have it facing me.
We should.
I'm fucking
yeah, the
terrible
art.
with
We should get like a big one and print it out.
I should just go to school for take introductory to colors, dumbass. Like colors theory for dummies is what we need. I like color. I put color on plastic. Yay. Okay, let's just paint. This is keep putting paint on plastic, guys.
Yeah, that's
It has to help. Okay, now to try to move the camera back to where I kind of had it. Something like here, maybe? Nice. First time watching. I'm a stop motion animator and competitive painter. Oh, nice. Okay.
That's so cool.
So, being a competitive painter, do you have any ideas how I can fix this? And also, thank you for stopping by. This is gonna fall, isn't it? Nope, it's good.
You know what you should have been doing?
What?
Looking at our dragon book.
I should have looked at the dragon book. You are correct. There's a lot of things I should have done, like
We got resources.
come up with a color scheme beforehand. Listen to you the first time around. Learned color theory.
Come here, baby. 1 second.
Look, I can see it. I can
You
see
can
it
see
from
it?
here.
Okay, this is you.
Okay, she's there.
This is what you need to be. One of these.
One of those.
So you can transition if you know what I'm saying?
I just don't. She's already so committed.
Alright, what about, so this is, even going to here I think would make it better. Look again. That doesn't look bad.
I would have to repaint her.
No, you wouldn't. You could just do like cool highlight scales, or like have some scales like radiate from certain areas.
Okay. I'd have to see what the book art and your rendering to compare, then add my insight. There is no book art. The book she's mentioning is just a D&D book we have.
We just have a big book on dragons
that talks about different types of dragons, so it would have been like inspiration for color scheme. The only inspiration or idea that I had going into this is that myself and a couple of my friends are all painting the same diorama at the same time, and we're all kind of just doing different schemes. And I'm not a big purple pink painter guy, so I was like, I'm gonna make this lady purple and pink, and I'm gonna try to make her like really pale pink skin and dark purple wings and whatever. Just because I never used the colors.
Wing it. I bless your soul.
I did wing it. I was like, it's just gonna be purple pink nonsense. Because they're colors I never use, so why not try something different and see how it goes for me. And then I got frustrated with her, so I put her down. I'm like, I'm gonna work on this dragon head part because it's cool. It's a dragon head. And then I just Googled, like, I don't remember what I even Googled. It was like colors to contrast purple, or like look, I don't know. I honestly don't even know what I looked up. But I was like, oh, maybe if he's a red dragon, it'll look it'll like offset or add some type of contrast or make it more interesting. So I initially mixed a little bit of red with her purple tone and created like this base coat color, like this plum-ish wine red thing in the back here.
You know what actually might help? If you do change the pink a little bit to be a little fleshier, to be a little warmer.
Her flesh?
Yeah, because look at these purple dragons. I like this one because in the recesses you can see that it's that really, really dark color. And then it's just this warmer, brighter one. And a lot of the pictures have like a blue, so maybe you could make her dragon blue. Like icy. Don't be afraid of pop.
Don't be afraid of pop.
But you know what I'm saying with the warm on top of it?
Yeah.
Like kind of mix it in. But then I think like this is a warmer, like it's still really pale pink. It's just fleshier. And I think that warming that up will make it look better with the dragon flesh. It won't be the same color. Don't use the same color as the dragon flesh, but make it a warmer pink. I think might help because the pink itself, it's not too cold, but it's a little cold.
Okay. All right, so we'll try this out. We'll do a combination of things. We'll incorporate a little bit of the dragon color into like the limbs, so like a transition from like purple to that plumish color. And like her arms and feet.
Or the opposite, because like darker toward the fingers and the feet is cool. So like closer to like her knees and her chest area is like.
Okay, so maybe knees and chest will be kind of reddish.
Because like body heat. Your limbs are cold.
Yeah.
You don't have to do that. I need the story.
So where you're red and you're Kathy meet, I'd make that your darkest tones work your way to the center of the top and the bottom, progressively adding lighter tones. Once you even add some spots on your darkest color to your lightest color, and vice versa. Yeah. So I think that's a good idea. Because I personally was actually really liking the way the dragon head was coming out.
Don't change the dragon head. No one's telling you to change the dragon.
I'm not changing this dragon head. I'll just. I'm committed to this guy now. Him and I are married. Let's work on the. So for the bones coming out of his head or little spikes, we can do. I was thinking like a white.
White is good.
Off-white is good.
Do like a dark gray if you wanted to, but that doesn't pop. But it depends on how much you want it to pop. Yeah, but a lot of them have it's like a bony color.
Like a bony color, right?
Yeah.
Like maybe like a dirty bone.
And then a few of them are like a contrasting, like dark gray. But more likely than not, it's gonna be like a bone color. And that is good.
So we'll have it get darker towards the tips and then keep it lighter towards the base.
Yeah, or vice versa. Depends on the contrast.
Or try to keep it like opposite in a way. No, we'll have it get lighter towards the tips. Why not? Hi, Kino. All right. So kind of slowly work up to it. We'll do. Jeez, what base was it? We'll do like a slow progression mix. We'll see how it goes. Oy. More warm colors, guys. No, we want to cool, right? Cool horns or warm horns. I'm so lost now.
We're warming the chick.
So it keep him warm. Got it.
Yeah.
I thought this fucking guy knew how to paint. Never said that. Just said I was working on something. So do like a 50-50 mix of my, maybe a little more.
Are you
Am I interested in playing BG3 with Ferran or just us?
Yeah, I'd be asking for on. So,
Yeah, we
but
can play
either
some
way, like
BG3.
even if you didn't want to play, I'd still ask him because poor baby.
Start a new game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to.
Okay.
Yeah, that's chilling.
That's chilling.
After lunch. I'm also going easy. I'm gonna play a character.
You're gonna play a character?
Yeah. It stops my problem. If
Okay.
I am a Astarion, I don't have to romance a Astarion. Easy.
I mean, that works.
I can romance Halsin. Easy. Ah.
I'd make the horns the colors of the queen, the purple and pink. Purple and pink horns? You know what, guys? I think at this point I'm committed to having it be mixed, like mismatchy. If anything, it'll just be an exploration of color. I'm not entering any competitions, and we'll learn is that I am just freaking awful.
No, you just need to learn to do research before you start. You just get so excited about putting paint on the mini.
Just gotta put paint on the mini, you
Bro,
guys.
I'm looking up a beautiful color wheel to hang right above your freaking station.
Sometimes you just gotta put paint on the
You
model.
gotta slap the paint on them.
Just gotta slap the paint on
Slap
there.
it on there.
Ain't nobody got time to learn color theory. We're never gonna win a competition, Becca, but we will have fun with friends. Guys, another thing that we could probably work on is getting a camera that actually focuses. That would be awesome. Don't you think? Eventually. Oh, it focused there. Silver, do you have like an Instagram or something? I'd like to see your work. Or if you have a YouTube channel. Stop motion's cool. And then shameless plug, if you guys aren't sub to the channel and you want more high quality nonsense of me not being able to paint, you should sub. It's absolutely free. You can watch when I put out a video every 4 months.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
You're laughing because it's accurate. But if you do like somebody who's consistent with their videos, you can check out Mel's Mini Loft.
Aw, plug for Melissa?
Yeah,
You're so
plug
cute.
in my friend Melissa. I'll put it in the chat for you guys. A second here. But Mel's Mini Loft, she's doing a Nighthaunt army. And her Nighthaunt army theme is like Space Ghost. Not like the character Space Ghost, but they're like galactic themed. Um, I think it's coming out pretty cool. and she's more consistent with her video production. Like I think she has one coming up soon where she shows her black coach that she recently finished. And her camera focuses. That's really the. Why are you laughing? It's hard to paint your own YouTube channel by the same name. Oh, nice. All right, I'm gonna definitely check it out. And I'll sub. See that? I'm gonna sub to you. So if you're not sub to me, it just looks bad on you. Just subscribe. Hell yeah, that's how you get him, Becca. Made him feel bad about
You
it.
also no, but you're gonna learn. And you're gonna get to see cool shit.
Do stop motion mini painting.
What are they called? I'm gonna look them up.
You can look them up. Silver's Scratch Built Productions. Yeah, my wife's gonna sub to your channel too. Yep. How did you guys bump into this? Usually the only people who come and watch these dumb streams are my friends. Was it just like recommended for you? Like, you watch mini painting? Check out this dumbass. You hit my wall because you watched that piece. Cool.
Yeah, earlier when Melissa was here, she was suggesting you just do the opposite where you make the dragon cold. You didn't read it?
Yeah, I saw.
It's hard to read the chat with Pete. It's so loud.
Well, it helps when there's only like 4 people in chat. You know, your boy's super popular. Okay, let's make this a little brighter.
Want lunch at noon or what?
Lunch at noon? Uh,
Maybe
yeah.
later. You want more time with me.
I don't even know how long I've been doing this.
I just need to know when I have to make pasta.
You have to make pasta?
Yeah, so I gotta start the like not when you're like I need right now.
Okay. So maybe start making the pasta at noon.
Okay.
Well, back to work. I'm trying to work on a recipe for my online speed paint for Kickstarter. Oh, nice. Good luck with that. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the input. Look forward to the next paint stream in 3 months.
You want it horizontal or vertical?
For the color wheel?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
I like this idea.
We'll have to get the printer set up.
You want to print one instead of buy one?
Oh, don't buy a color wheel. We'll just print one.
It's like a school
Like a school
poster. It's
poster.
got definitions and shit on it.
Nice. Alright, so we're gonna just do like a rough highlight here, and then we'll kind of glaze and then tie all the colors together later. So just kind of doing my best to imitate in a very poor fashion Sergio Calvo, and not really worrying too much about super smooth transitions or super smooth line work. Just kind of having my brush strokes be kind of rough. I don't know if that's exactly what he does, but when he does his stuff, it doesn't seem like he spends too much time worried about like super precise brushstrokes. More just like initial placement of color type deal. And I think for bone and spikes, actually, if you're able to be a little bit more rough with it, it might end up looking better in the long run. It's not like it's supposed to be a super smooth color, and from you look at it from afar, it adds more I think depth to it. So we'll kind of keep adding on to the bone, and then we'll blend it later, and then we'll highlight a little more here and there where it needs to be highlighted. Paint's a little too wet. Just kind of working like sporadic dots and dashes. And here and there, especially like here. So I'm intentionally gonna leave the core kind of dark. I like the idea of like the inside of the bone being kind of like this darker color. I don't know if there's any reason to it. I just like the idea of it. So I'm gonna leave it. And then I'll glaze darker towards the base later. So I don't really care if I get a little overzealous with the highlights towards the base. I'll just tone those down. I find it's always very easy to come back in like a darker color and bring things down sometimes than it is to like, bring it up. That could just be me. I mean, I'll be done streaming whenever we're gonna go have lunch. So we'll say like 5 minutes. I'm probably gonna cut it in 5 minutes. A little too much paint on my brush. So I'm not gonna say that the whole diorama is fun to paint. I'm not really loving the demon lady model thing, but I am loving this model, the dragon head itself. It's very well done. It's got tons of fun little like things to paint, or as far as like textures and scales and spikes and whatnot have you, but it's just enjoyable. It's been enjoyable so far. Really enjoying it. It's got really sharp like definitions on things, so it's not like you're gonna get lost in what's what and what's going on. I think that definitely is adding to the painting enjoyment of it. Get the last couple highlights here, and then we're gonna call it for today. At least on stream. I'll probably keep painting off stream. Eventually, we'll get a camera that. I mean, we have cameras that focus. We just don't have the right setup to mount the cameras that focus. Okay. Sorry for the shaky cam. Come up a little more. This way. Something kind of like that. Let's see if it focuses for you guys. There you go. Well, got out of focus again because life is hard. Oh, camera. Why do you hate me? I think we're still going to work a lot on the scales, the red scales on the face. You definitely can't see a lot of the detail. Combination of my camera and the super bright lights above me for painting. Um, but I'm enjoying where it's going. Actually, I think it's a step in the right direction, and then we'll kind of work on the demon lady, getting some of like these red warmer tones incorporated into her. We could also bring his temperature down a little bit by incorporating some. I think I'm gonna incorporate some purple in the recesses as a shadow color, and then that'll maybe help tie them in a little more as well. So maybe mix in purple with that brown. We'll see what that results in, and then get that going as far as like a potential highlight or not highlight, but shade or recess color. And maybe that'll tie them in a little closer. No guarantees, right? Okay. All right, guys. I'm gonna call it. Getting kind of hungry. So, if you're new, thanks for stopping by. If you're old, thanks for stopping by. If you're still here, have a great. What is today? Wednesday. Have a great Wednesday. Probably keep working on this guy a little bit today, throughout the week, and I think the idea will be, like I said, maybe incorporate a little purple into some of the recesses to tie him to the lady, and then incorporate a little bit of his base, like this like plum color back here, which I'm not going to highlight any of that. That's going to stay like that in shadow, but incorporate a little bit of that plum color into the other lady model and hopefully tie them together. And if they tie, great, and if they don't, then they don't. I'm not going to stress about it. It'll be a learning curve or a learning experience for me. But I will push the contrast on these horns and on his face. I noticed the red in his face isn't popping out as much as the red back here, so I'll probably pop that a little more, and then maybe do a little bit of highlighting more underneath the yellow. Maybe make that a little bit cooler, or I don't know, just a little brighter. Not by much, but just a little bit, just to pick out some areas. And then maybe I will darken the recesses with, like, again, like a very, very like light purple or pink kind of tone underneath there. See if I can tie it together somehow. I have to find his eyeball. No idea where his eye is. It's supposed to be like around here. Oh yeah, he's got an eye over here. Okay, so that's his eyeball. It was gashed out. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, and stay safe.